all of you. So today we are going to start a haloalkane, haloarine topic. So this is the first organic chemistry topic, and moreover, this topic is a continuation topic to first PUC. We have studied organic chemistry, alkane, alkene, alkynes, right? So this is the continuation topic to first PU organic chemistry, and moreover, this topic is very much important as concerned board exam as well as even NEET and JEE also. Okay, let us start haloalkane, haloarine. Students, let's see first definition of what is haloalkane, then haloarine. Next we have preparation, properties, as well as some important halo compounds also we have. Let's see one by one. First one is haloalkane. What is haloalkane and examples? Students, you have studied alkanes in first PUC. Haloalkane is the compounds which are formed from alkane. These are the compounds which are formed from alkane by the replacement of one hydrogen with halogen, called haloalkanes. So therefore, you can define like this: haloalkanes are the compounds which are formed, the compounds which are formed from alkane. The compounds which are formed from alkanes by the replacement of hydrogen with halogens. By the replacement of hydrogen with halogens, called haloalkanes. Like for example, let us take methane. You know methane is a alkane. In methane, it just remove one hydrogen, that is minus H, and add or substitute hydrogen, that is halogen. Therefore, in place of hydrogen, substitute X. X is a halogen. What you get? It become CH3X. This is a haloalkane. Like that, you can take any alkane. Like for example, take ethane. In ethane, just replace hydrogen with X, you will get CH3CH2X. It is a alkane. This is haloalkane. Therefore, haloalkanes are generally formed from alkane by the replacement of one or more hydrogen with halogens. Next, haloarenes. Like similarly, haloarenes. Like similar to alkane, haloalkane, haloarene also same. See, haloalkanes are formed from where? Alkane. These are the compounds are formed from alkane by the replacement of hydrogen, whereas haloarenes are the compounds which are formed from arenes. So these compounds formed from arenes by the replacement of hydrogen, with halogen. So therefore, these compounds are formed from arenes, like benzene. For example, take the arene, like benzene is the one simple arene. So take the benzene having 6 carbon, 6 hydrogens, right? Then replace one hydrogen, that is minus, with X plus X. Then what you get? You will get haloarene. So this is a arene which gives haloarene. So therefore, haloarenes are the compounds which are formed from arenes by the replacement of one or more hydrogens. So it is the simple definition of haloalkane and haloarenes. Next we have classification of haloalkanes. Next, classification of haloalkanes. Students, we have classification of haloalkane. There are two classifications. Classification of haloalkanes. There are two classifications. We have first one is classification based on number of carbon atom. Right? Let's say first one based on number of carbon atom. Based on number of carbon atoms. Right. So based on number of carbon atoms, haloalkanes are classified into 4 types. There are 4 types of haloalkanes. One, monohaloalkane. Monohaloalkane. 2 or B, dihaloalkane. C, trihaloalkane. And D, polyhaloalkane. Polyhaloalkane. So these are the types of haloalkane. It is classified based on number of carbon atoms. Right. See, first one is monohaloalkane. As its name is giving no meaning. The name itself giving meaning. Monohaloalkane. So these are the haloalkanes contain one halogen atom. Dihaloalkane. These are the haloalkanes. They contain 2 halogen atom. Trihaloalkane. They contain 3 halogen atom. And here polyhaloalkane. They contain more than 3 number of halogen atom. Therefore, tell me here, monohaloalkane. So they contain how many halogen atoms? They contain only 1 halogen atom. They contain 1 halogen atom. So we can write many examples, like for example, take methyl chloride, CH3Cl, CH2Cl, right? We can also write CH3CH2Br. Okay, we study about name later. Next, dihaloalkane, like they contain 2 halogen atoms. These compounds contain 2 halogen atoms, right? Here, trihaloalkanes, they contain 3 halogen atoms. 3 halogen atoms. And here is polyhalogen, they contain here more than 3 right, halogen atoms, right? So therefore, now monohaloalkane again further classified into, we have 3 types. Then dihaloalkane 2 types. Let's see in detail study of these haloalkanes. Right, next is monohaloalkanes. See, monohaloalkanes are classified into 4 types. Monohaloalkanes. They are further classified into following types. 1, primary haloalkane. 2, secondary haloalkane. 3, tertiary haloalkane. Okay, 3 types only. So primary haloalkane, secondary haloalkane, and tertiary haloalkane. Students, here, what are primary haloalkane and example? See, primary haloalkanes are the haloalkane in which halogen atom present on primary carbon. It means in all primary haloalkane, halogen atom present on primary carbon. Whereas in secondary haloalkane, halogen atom present on secondary carbon. Whereas in tertiary haloalkane, halogen atom present on where? Tertiary carbon. So therefore, here primary haloalkanes are what? The haloalkane in which halogen atom present on primary carbon. So halogen atom present on primary carbon. So what is primary carbon? This is we have studied in first PUC. Tell me. So primary carbon is the carbon atom which is attached to only one adjacent carbon atom is called primary carbon. Come on, tell me. Primary carbon is the carbon atom which is attached to only one adjacent carbon atom. So therefore, primary carbon is the carbon atom which is attached to only one adjacent carbon atom is called primary carbon. Then if halogen present on primary carbon is called primary haloalkane. So for example, let us take example is take this. Okay. Now here this is a primary carbon. Okay. This is also primary carbon. On primary carbon, if there is a something X, X is a halogen, then it is called a primary haloalkane. So therefore, you can write examples CH3, CH2, something Cl. So this is a primary carbon because this carbon attached to one adjacent carbon. This is a primary carbon. On primary carbon, there is a halogen. Therefore, it is a primary haloalkane. Next, one more example. Let us take CH3, CH, CH3, CH2, Br. Now, this is a primary carbon. Why this is primary carbon? This carbon is attached to only one adjacent carbon atom. This is adjacent carbon atom, right? So, therefore, this carbon attached to one adjacent carbon atom. Therefore, this is primary carbon. On primary carbon, there is a halogen. Therefore, it is a primary haloalkane. Like similarly, then secondary haloalkane. Come on, tell me. What is secondary haloalkane? Secondary haloalkane is if halogen atom present on secondary carbon. So here halogen atom must be present on secondary carbon. So if halogen atom present on secondary carbon, it is called a secondary haloalkane. For example, let us take, now what is secondary carbon, tell me. What is secondary carbon? Secondary carbon is the carbon atom which is attached to two adjacent carbon atoms. For example, take this carbon, carbon, carbon. Now, this middle carbon, this middle carbon is attached to two adjacent carbon atoms. Therefore, this middle carbon is called a secondary carbon. If halogen present on middle carbon, then it is called secondary haloalkane. For example, CH3, CH, take Br, CH3. Now this carbon, middle carbon is a secondary carbon. On secondary carbon, halogen is present. Therefore, it is a secondary haloalkane. Like that, you can write many examples. One more example. Take this. It is a cyclohexane. On cyclohexane, here if there is a something iodine. Tell me, if iodine present on this carbon, you need to identify what is this carbon. This carbon is a secondary carbon. If halogen present on secondary carbon, it is called secondary haloalkanes. Like similarly, tertiary haloalkanes. What are tertiary haloalkane? And we have examples. Right. So tertiary haloalkanes are tertiary haloalkane. In case of tertiary haloalkane, halogen atom present on tertiary carbon. Here halogen atom present on tertiary carbon or 3-degree carbon. If halogen atom present on 3-degree carbon or tertiary carbon, it is called tertiary haloalkane. Then what is a 3-degree carbon, tertiary carbon? This is also we have studied in first PUC, tertiary carbon. So students, these are the basic things you must remember, otherwise you can't understand organic chemistry. So tertiary carbon is the carbon atom which is attached to 3 adjacent carbon atoms. The carbon atom which is attached to 3 adjacent carbon atoms. For example, you take this. Now tell me, this middle carbon now here, okay, star marked carbon, this carbon attached to 1, 2, 3 adjacent carbon atoms. Therefore, this is a tertiary carbon. If halogen present on tertiary carbon, this is called a tertiary haloalkane. Like for example, CH3, CH3, here is CH3. If bromine is present here, tell me, this middle carbon is which carbon? Tertiary carbon, right? So this middle carbon is a tertiary carbon. Then if here halogen present on which carbon? Tertiary carbon. Therefore, if halogen present on tertiary carbon, this is called tertiary haloalkanes. So therefore, now this is the classification of what? Monohaloalkane. So I repeat once again, listen carefully. Students, monohaloalkanes are, these are the haloalkanes contain only one halogen atom. They contain one halogen atom and they are further classified into three types: primary, secondary, tertiary haloalkane. In primary haloalkane, if the halogen present on primary carbon, it is a primary haloalkane. If the halogen present on secondary carbon, it is called a secondary haloalkane. And similarly, if halogen present on tertiary carbon, is called tertiary haloalkane. This is about primary haloalkane, monohaloalkane. Next is, we have dihaloalkanes. Next, next is dihaloalkanes. So dihaloalkanes, as we know that they contain two halogen atoms, right? They contain two halogen atoms. But here, dihaloalkanes are further classified into three types. There are three types of dihaloalkane. One, geminal dihalide. Two, vicinal dihalide. Three, terminal dihalide. So therefore, dihaloalkanes are, they are further classified into three types: geminal, vicinal, terminal. So geminal dihalide, in short form, they are also called gem dihalide. Gem dihalide, they are vis dihalide. They are called terminal only. Okay, they are called terminal dihalides only. So therefore, geminal, vicinal, terminal. So this classification is made based on the position of halogen atom. For example, you take first one is geminal dihalide. In geminal dihalide, halogen, there are two halogen atoms. So if two halogen atoms present on same carbon, here no, two halogen atoms present on same carbon atom. So here, if two halogen atom present on same carbon atom, then they are called geminal dihalide. So example for geminal dihalide, you can write CH3 CH Cl Cl. This is a geminal dihalide. Or CH3 C. Here two bromine atoms present on same carbon. So they are also geminal dihalide. Therefore, in geminal dihalide, two halogen atom must be present on same carbon. Now similarly, vicinal dihalide. In vicinal dihalide, two halogen atom present on just adjacent carbon atoms. So here no, two halogen atoms present on adjacent carbon atoms. So here they present on adjacent carbon atom. For example, let us take CH2Cl. Here CH2Cl. It is a vicinal dihalide because two halogen present on adjacent carbon atom. Similarly, CH3 CH Br CH2, here also Br. If two halogen present on adjacent carbon atom, it is a vicinal dihalide. Next, last one is terminal dihalide. So in case of terminal dihalide, two halogen present on terminal carbons. So here two halogen atoms present on terminal carbon atoms. Like for example, let us take CH2, here is Br. There is a long chain. This is a long chain. Now here one more bromine present at last. That means If bromine atom present at first and last carbon atom, then they are called terminal dihalides. Like you can write many examples. CH3, sorry, CH2, Cl, CH2, CH2, Cl. It is also terminal dihalide because halogen atom present on terminal carbon. Next is trihalides. Trihalides. So trihalides, no, they contain, of course, 3 halogen atoms. They contain 3 halogen atoms, right? They contain 3 halogen atoms. Like example, CHCl3. You know, it is called a chloroform. CHBr3. It is a bromoform. Next, CHI3. It is called a iodoform. So therefore, chloroform, bromoform, iodoform are example for trihaloalkanes. They contain 3 halogen, 3 chlorine, 3 bromine, 3 iodine. Next is last one, polyhaloalkanes. Polyhaloalkanes. Now tell me, in case of polyhaloalkane, they contain large number, means more than 3. So they contain more than 3 number of halogen atom. Here they contain more than 3 halogen atoms, right? So they contain more than 3 halogen atoms, and we have many example. Like for example, CCl4, right? Carbon tetrachloride. Okay. Next, DDT. We will study this DDT structure in this topic. It is called dichloro diphenyl trichloroethane. Dichloro diphenyl trichloroethane. We study this structure here, and even there are chlorofluorocarbons. Many chlorofluorocarbons are also example for polyhaloalkanes. So this is the classification of haloalkane based on number of halogen atom. Next we have classification of haloalkanes based on hybridization of carbon. Next let us see classification of haloalkane based on hybridization of carbon. Classification of haloalkanes based on hybridization of carbon. Right. So classification based on hybridization of carbon. Carbon attached to halogen. Attached to halogen. Now here we have again 2 types of haloalkane. So based on hybridization of the carbon which is attached to halogen, there are again 2 types. One, compounds containing sp3cx bond. X is a halogen here. Compounds containing sp3cx bond, and one more we have compounds containing sp2cx bond. Let's see first compounds containing sp3cx bond. Students, here meaning of X is it may be fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Okay. Now let's say compounds containing sp2cx bond. In this category again we have 3 types of haloalkane. One, alkyl halides are there. 2, allylic halides. 3, benzylic halide. Right? There are 3 types of haloalkanes. 1, alkyl halides, allylic halides, and benzylic halide. These 3 comes under compounds containing sp3cx bond. Let's see, first one is alkyl halides. See here, we know that this is very simple class of haloalkane. Alkyl halide is here if halogen present on alkyl group or if halogen attached to sp3 carbon, simple sp3 carbon. So therefore here halogen atom present on alkyl group, which is nothing but sp3 carbon. So therefore if halogen present on sp3 carbon, nothing but alkyl group, we can say it is a alkyl halide. So what is, do you know what is alkyl group? This is also we have studied in first PUC. Take alkane, then remove one hydrogen, it becomes alkyl. Like for example, methane. Okay, minus hydrogen, you will get CH3. This is methyl. Next, take ethane, CH3, CH3. It is ethane. Come on, remove one hydrogen. It is become CH3, CH2. It is called ethyl. Like propyl, butyl, pentyl, you can write many. So therefore, now if halogen present on alkyl group, it is the alkyl halide. For example, take CH3, Cl, methyl chloride. We'll study nomenclature later. You don't bother about nomenclature now. So you try to concentrate on classification. Next, CH3, CH2, Cl, ethyl chloride. Next, CH3, CH2, CH2, right? Cl. So like methyl, ethyl, propyl, all are alkyl halides only. Next is allylic halide. Students, this is important. Allylic halide. So what are allylic halides and example? See, allylic halide is if halogen atom present on allylic carbon. Here no, halogen atom present on allylic carbon. You must know what is allylic carbon. So here halogen atom present on allylic carbon. Tell me, what is allylic carbon? So this is also we have studied in first PUC. Allylic carbon. Allylic carbon is a sp3 carbon which is attached to sp2 carbon, nothing but double bonded carbon is called allylic carbon. Therefore, allylic carbon is a sp3 carbon. It is actually sp3, but which must be attached to sp2 or double bonded carbon. Therefore, sp3 carbon attached to sp2 carbon or nothing but double bonded carbon. Therefore, a sp3 carbon attached to sp2 carbon or double bonded carbon, then it is called allylic carbon. For example, let us take CH2 double bond CH and CH2. Okay, take CH3. Now this is a sp2 carbon. We know it is a double bonded carbon. This is also sp2 carbon, but this is what? sp3 carbon, because alkane carbon. Therefore, now this sp3 carbon is called which carbon? Allylic carbon. Therefore, now if one halogen present on this carbon, CH2X, now this is called allylic halide. Therefore, halogen present on allylic carbon. Like that. One more example, CH2 double bond CH, right, Br here, take CH3 here. Now tell me, this carbon is which carbon? This carbon again allylic carbon. Why allylic carbon? It is a sp3 carbon, right? This sp3 carbon attached to which carbon? sp2 carbon, yes. Therefore, sp3 carbon attached to sp2 carbon, therefore it is also called allylic carbon. Halogen present on allylic carbon, it is also called allylic halide. Like one more example, take cyclohexene, right? Cyclohexene. Now here is, if bromine is present here, Br group is present here, come on tell me. So this is also sp2 carbon, students, it is sp2 carbon. Now this carbon is which carbon? sp3 carbon. Therefore sp3 carbon containing bromine, but this sp3 carbon attached to what? sp2 carbon. Therefore this carbon is a allylic carbon. On allylic carbon bromine is present, therefore it is called allylic bromide. Next is benzylic halide. Benzylic halide. Students, what is benzylic halide? It is same again. If halogen atom present on benzylic carbon. So what is the benzylic carbon? Here halogen atom present on which carbon? Benzylic carbon, right? If halogen atom present on benzylic carbon, it is called a benzylic halide. So then you must know what is benzylic carbon. So therefore benzylic carbon. What is benzylic carbon? Students, benzylic carbon is not benzene carbon. Benzylic carbon is, it is also sp3 carbon. The sp3 carbon which is attached to benzene ring. Therefore it is sp3 carbon attached to benzene ring, right? So if sp3 carbon attached to benzene ring, then it is called a benzylic carbon. For example, you take a benzene ring, this benzene ring is attached to like something methyl group. This methyl group is nothing but sp3 carbon, right? Now on this sp3 carbon, if there is a one halogen is present, if there is something X is present, then this is called a benzylic halide, because it is a benzylic carbon. This star marked carbon is benzylic carbon. On benzylic carbon halogen is present, benzylic halide. What is the benzylic carbon? sp3 carbon which is attached to benzene ring directly, then it is called a benzylic halide. Like that, you can write many example. For example, take this benzene ring CH, it is a Br, it is CH3. Okay, now tell me where the bromine is present. This bromine group is present on, this is a benzylic carbon. Okay, you don't bother about this methyl group. We need to check where the bromine is present or where the halogen is present. Next, one more example. Let us take benzene ring. This is, it is a CH3, it is a bromine, it is CH2, it is CH3. Come on, tell me now where the bromine atom is present? On benzylic carbon. So this is a benzylic carbon. Why this is benzylic carbon? This carbon attached to benzene ring. Therefore now bromine present on benzylic carbon, therefore it is also benzylic halide. So like that you can identify which is alkyl, which is allylic, and which is benzylic. So this classification is based on what? Hybridization of the carbon atom. Okay, next, this is one classification. Next we have another group is carbon, see, compounds containing sp3-CX bond. Now we have another type is compounds containing sp2-CX bond. Compounds containing sp2-CX bond. Compounds containing sp2-CX bond. Students, here, now in this category, we have again two classes. One, compounds containing sp2-CX bond. There is a first class is vinylic halide. Vinylic halide. Two, arylic halide. Right? Vinylic halides and arylic halides. Let's see one by one. First one is vinylic halide. Tell me, again, what are vinylic halide and vinylic carbon? See, vinylic halide is nothing but if halogen present on vinylic carbon. Now here, halogen atom present on halogen atom present on vinylic carbon? Vinylic carbon. Tell me. If the halogen atom present on vinylic carbon, it is called vinylic halide. Then we must know what is vinylic carbon. Vinylic carbon. See here, vinylic carbon is nothing but sp2 carbon or double bonded carbon. It is nothing but sp2 or double bonded carbon atom, right? So sp2 or double bonded carbon atom is called vinylic carbon. Then for example, now tell me, where the halogen present? It means halogen must be present on where? Double bonded carbon, no, where X is a halogen. If the halogen present on double bonded carbon or sp2 carbon, then it is called vinylic halide. So you can write many examples. CH2 double bond CH Br, next CH2 double bond C Cl CH3. Now see here halogen, no, this chlorine is present on where? Double bonded carbon. Okay, therefore it is also vinylic halide. Next, let us take one more example. It is a cyclohexene. If the bromine or halogen, any halogen like chlorine, is present on where? Double bonded carbon. So that is also vinylic halide. Next, another one is arylic halide. Arylic halide. So what is arylic halide? Arylic halide is halogen present on aryl carbon, or nothing but what? Halogen present on, or halogen directly attached to benzene ring. So here no, halogen atom directly attached to benzene ring, right? So if halogen atom directly attached to benzene ring, then it is called aryl halide. So nothing but here example, haloarenes, that is chlorobenzene, bromobenzene. For example, take this is a benzene, here something group X is there, where X is a halogen, like benzene containing chlorine, chlorobenzene, benzene containing bromine, bromobenzene. If the benzene containing, here is methyl is there, but here is bromine is there, this is also haloarene. Okay, next, if benzene has CH2 CH3 group, here is something like a fluoro group, this is also haloarenes. Now this is the classification of haloalkane, and of course haloarene also included. Next we have nomenclature of haloalkanes. Students, next important concept is nomenclature of haloalkanes. Nomenclature of haloalkane and haloarenes also. Students, in this topic, we are going to study about haloalkane and haloarene. So we study these two, haloalkane, haloarene, parallelly. Like how we have studied haloalkane classification, haloarene, and similarly here we study nomenclature of haloalkane, nomenclature of haloarene, preparation of haloalkane, preparation of haloarene. It means both we study parallelly. Okay, because the properties and preparation we have some preparation, some properties, similarities. That's what we study, both are parallelly. Okay, now let's see nomenclature of haloalkane. Students, nomenclature, from the nomenclature definitely you'll get question in NEET as well as in board exam also. Then this particularly IUPAC nomenclature. See, we study IUPAC nomenclature, but along with IUPAC nomenclature, even common nomenclature also important. Students, don't neglect common nomenclature. So common nomenclature also as important as IUPAC, same. So therefore, you need to study both IUPAC as well as common nomenclature. Okay, now let's see. Take the in first column. Take the haloalkane here. Take 3 columns, friends. Take the 3 columns. Haloalkane. In second column, you take common names. Right? In third column, you can take IUPAC name. IUPAC name. Right? Haloalkane, common name, IUPAC name. So IUPAC name we'll discuss later. Let's see first haloalkane and its common name. Let us take simple haloalkane is CH3Cl. Do you know what is the common name? Common name is alkyl halide. Students, you take this, it is a alkyl halide is the common name. Therefore, see, tell me CH3Cl. It is methyl chloride. Its common name, methyl chloride. Next, CH3, CH2, Br. It is ethyl bromide. Ethyl bromide, because you write in this format alkyl halide, methyl, ethyl, propyl, right? It is a ethyl bromide. Next, CH3, CH2, CH2, Br. It is a propyl. See, students, if there are 3 or more than 3 carbons are there, we use N-iso neoletters. We'll discuss later what is N-iso. But here you say this is N-propyl. N-propyl bromide. The meaning of N means it is a straight chain. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 carbons in straight chain. We use letter N in common nomenclature only, not IUPAC. Okay. It is a N-bromo. For example, if it is CH3, CH, it is Br here and CH3. This is not a N. This is called iso. Isopropyl bromide. Next, if it is CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2Cl, it is a meth-eth-prop-but. It is a N-butyl chloride. N-butyl chloride. Next, if it is CH3, CH, CH3, CH2, take Br. It is 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons, butyl. This is a isobutyl. It is isobutyl bromide. Students, here the meaning of iso is there should be this kind of structure should be there. That means there should be one branching. That one branching must be where? From last to second carbon. Okay, last to second carbon has one branching. So its common name is iso. Okay, this is isobutyl bromide. Next, let us take one more. CH3, CH3, it is right, CH2, CH, Br, CH3. Okay, now see, it is also butyl. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 carbons. It is also butyl. But this is not isobutyl. See, students, remember, you see this bromine present on secondary carbon, right? If the bromine present on secondary carbon, which is called a secondary butyl, it is a secondary butyl bromide. Secondary butyl bromide. Next,